Good evening, class. My name is Lisa Edwin, and I'm here to talk to you about the negotiation between Michael Vick and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this negotiation has really put me to the front all of the whole entire class and everything that we have learned. And I wanted to bring forth this special negotiation because, seen as though Michael Vick has been one of the most hated men in America for the dogfighting scandal, I felt that it was my time to really show you guys what he has done to come back to this whole thing. Now, Michael Vick started out as being number 7 quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. He has correct record highs of 111 touchdowns. He has 1,000, about up, almost close to 1,400 completions. His longest yard is 91 yards, and his average percentage of completion is 56%. Now, he has really come up from being where he has to now. His comeback for the NFL, he joined the Eagles in 2009, and he started as third string quarterback behind Donovan McNabb and Kevin Cabot. Now, the thing is with the whole thing is he really started from being from the bottom and he worked his way back up to the top, which he already knew that it was going to be a struggle. But with that being said, he did everything that he had to, and I know a lot of people is not agreeable with that, but it is, the situation. The whole negotiation came about where he wanted to become starter quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they had to come up with an idea as to how to pay him the amount that he is worth, and still maintain his integrity and still maintains the business as a whole as far as the team is concerned. Now, there were some problems that came about with that negotiation, which I will go into detail soon. Each party wanted to have an agreement, basically, that he would have at least a 10-year long term agreement, or more. He wanted to be paid a little bit more or about the same, from what he was getting paid from Atlanta Falcons. And he wanted, and like I said, he wanted longevity as well. And he also wanted a starting position. It did cause some confusion, and it also did cause some conflicts, which in the end, it kind of worked itself out. Some of the negotiation conflicts that came about were that he was being paid too much, or how should I put it? He was being paid more than what he was before. He has to be franchised in order for him to get paid close to 100 million. And it cost them to really discuss his future because it didn't span out to be the longevity that he really wanted to have. Um, he basically became, because of the amount of money that his agents was asking for, it caused the Eagles to have to discuss his terms there. Seeing as though they gave him the amount, they also lost their kicker, Mr. Akers, due to the salary. They couldn't discuss his salary as much more as Michael Vick did. His contract did suffer the longevity part. He did not get his 10 years as he did admit to. The two core concepts that I really thought that was involved in this negotiation was mutual gain and objective criteria. Now, the mutual gain, it is about, I believe that he wanted to be there longer. He also wanted to make more money. And he also wanted to find a new home, seeing as though he could not go back to the Falcons, due to their conflicts. His objective criteria really wanted to be about becoming a new quarterback. They wanted to really go about doing that. They also wanted to come to an agreement, and he also wanted to push forward as getting the Super Bowl ring. Now, his whole objective towards his his negotiation with the Eagles was just basically find a new home and starting over. Because at this point, his reputation had suffered so much. The mutual gain at the end was because of his salary. He wanted to become a new quarterback for a new team. He wanted to find a new home. I mean, at this point, the Falcons was not his home anymore. Atlanta was not his home anymore. And due to the dogfighting scandal, he definitely did not have a home there. So I believe that that was his mutual gain. He really wanted to become so back to the top where he used to be instead of just being where he wasn't. Now, the pros of the whole thing, of the whole negotiation, was getting the starting position. He wanted to be back on top. And yes, he also became the third highest paying quarterback in the NFL, behind Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Um, Now, the cons about the whole situation was that they had to have a franchise, have to have a franchise in order for them to get their amount. The contract was not long term, and the negotiation was not long term. Um, Basically, his deal agreement was that he would have a 6-year contract with the Eagles, totaling 100 million, which was guaranteed 40 million of that money. And yes, he did become the highest quarterback in NFL, but in order for him to have a longer contract, he would have to be franchised by the company itself, and then work from there. A lot of things that came about with the agreement span into that situation. Basically, now in the conclusion is that he is really trying to be, the new quarterback. He really is trying to be that new person. And I think that once this negotiation has been done and the deal has been made, they should be able to do more longer terms with that. And I feel that he will make to become the quarterback that he used to be, and more so, then grow from there. Thank you for your time, everyone. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of my class. And it was great working with you guys. Good luck.